I just got done working in my yard, so I'm looking crazy fabulous right now. But this has been on my mind. I see so many people with major gut health issues. And if your gut is out of line, that impacts your immune system function tremendously. Health is not in the form of a shot. And pills are not a form of health. They are there to put a band aid on symptoms. They do not ever fix the root cause. And I have learned that the hard way through major medical nightmares I have been through personally, from gut health, heart health, thyroid, sinuses, and many others that I can't remember at the moment, as I've had so many for 20 plus years of my life. And my breaking point was my knee. I was sick and tired of being on several medications. And the knee was my breaking point because I got the shots in it to take the pain away, hoping that it would get better and I could avoid a knee replacement. Well, over time, those shots I needed more and more frequently. And that's when the light bulb went off for me. I was like, if this is supposed to help, why am I taking more frequently? When I researched it, those little cortisol shots or whatever they're called, that take the pain and stuff out, they actually deteriorate the muscle faster. Now, I was told about 6 years ago now that I was going to have a full knee replacement. I said absolutely not. I am way too young still to have a full knee replacement. And that was my breaking point. I started going to a holistic practitioner, trying to find out, what am I eating? What am I doing that is causing me to have all these medical nightmares? Because I'm so fed up with constantly being in and out of hospitals every week. Every week I was going to a doctor, I was going to the hospital, getting medication for numerous things. And if you've ever had gastroparesis, it's a slow emptying of the gut. It's extremely painful. So is ulcerative colitis. I had to go to the hospital because my gut was literally about to burst and I was bleeding out my butthole. It's very unpleasant. I don't care if I'm being gross. It's a real thing, and it's very tough being in a hospital, not being able to eat anything. You can't do anything, and you're there for a week trying to get your gut health under control. The food they feed you is shit. It's not even real food. And you just pray someone brings you something that's more edible, that has some flavor. For me, I like things with flavor. But either way, it took a lot to get my gut health in check. And how I did it was I started detoxing my body, full body detoxes, getting rid of your daily toxins that you accumulate from the air, from the food you eat, mold toxins. And then I followed that by doing a parasite cleanse. We may not be a third world country, but America has major parasite issues that they do not tell you. They don't check for them, and you could be loaded, and it floors me when people are just, well, now that I've cleaned up my system, it floors me how unaware people really are of how bad the problem of parasites really is. They come in so many forms. There's thousands. You got diabetes, you probably have a liver fluke. If you've never had any type of parasite cleanse, you have a liver fluke. They are tearing and destroying the liver, and most people run on about a 50 to 40% liver function. Well, your liver dies, you ain't living very long. So it's important to learn how to detox your system fully from not only toxins but parasites, because parasites carry those toxins. So you can't just get rid of the parasites automatically. You need a full body cleanse of the toxins first. So that way, as those parasites start dying off, and it takes months, it takes a few months to really get rid of parasites, because they will latch on for dear life, and they come in cycles from the adult all the way to the eggs. So you have to do it a certain way. Every other week, it's a week on, week off for parasite detoxes to make sure you get the whole cycle. And I tell you what, when you do that, your life will change. It really will. Your memory functions starts getting better. That foggy brain you get, you can't remember shit half the time. You probably have a parasite. Endometriosis, chronic illnesses. You probably have a parasite followed with major toxins. Fatigue, major chronic fatigue. That was a major one for me. I was going to go to the doctor and be tested for narcolepsy. And I was already on a stimulant back then, and it was Adderall. And they said, really, if I get tested, there's nothing they could do for me because I'm already taking a stimulant that they give you to kind of help with that. Okay, so what's the point of testing? There's no cure for it. And if you're already taking a stimulant, well, you're pretty screwed. Okay? Well, for me, after doing those detoxes, I started not having that major fatigue. So it's been 6 years now. So now when I look back at where I used to be, medical wise, it makes me really dive deep and think the narcolepsy was probably caused by a toxic overload in my system unknowingly. And instead of the doctors finding a root cause, they put a band-aid on it. Now, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is my personal journey and my personal experience only. Consult your doctor or whoever if you have a medical question, whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm just telling you my personal experience and how I personally healed myself after being told from numerous doctors that I would never be able to. And I did it. And I feel amazing now from being on Adderall for 6 or 7 years. I can tell you when you're trying to get off of that, because originally I'm like a squirrel. I go off on tangents and I'm all over the place. ADHD brain. So just hear me out. Be patient with me. I just derailed. Okay, ADD, sorry. ADD, I was on Adderall for it to help me focus. And the thing was, I was on the lowest dose, and I would take it maybe once a week just to help me focus more on days I was really scatterbrained. And that once a week, eventually, as time went on, led to if I did not take it, I literally could not function. I would sleep the entire day. And that is a miserable thing when your body comes so reliant on a medication that you physically cannot function without it. I've been off of it for 6 years now. And to replace that stimulant, I relied on energy drinks. I've had heart issues since 2004. Energy drinks are shit. You want to talk about having heart palpitations real bad and you can't breathe? It's because you're straining your heart. You're going to bust your shit. Stop it. There's so many things out there that are more natural based. Yes, they don't give you that let's go effect, but you get your energy boost in a natural way to where it's not overloading your heart. Where it might burst. It could. I don't know. I'm just saying. Never had it happen, thank God, because that would be shitty. But either way, so I did that, and then to come off energy drinks, those things are so toxic, and the chemicals that are in them are, I don't know how I ever managed. It took me about 6 to 9 months to finally get off of them completely, because I couldn't function without them. So it was a slow detox. And then after getting off of those, doing the parasite cleanse and all the full body detoxes and stuff, it started clearing things up. Even my face used to break out so bad. So if you have teenagers, your face are breaking out, it's not just hormones. Their system's overloaded with toxins. Get them flushed out, because it really helps. I wish I would have known that when I was younger, because oh my God, I had cystic acne. And for those of you who've had cystic acne, that sucks so bad. It is the most painful thing, especially when you get them on your shoulder, you get them on your back, you get acne and back knee and all that stuff. It's miserable, and kids are harsh and they make fun of you and call you pizza face. It's lovely. But I can tell you now, from being on Adderall for so long and being off of it for 6 years now, I feel personally, I've never had it checked because I refuse to go to doctors. I hate doctors. I will not go. And probably not even if I'm really on my deathbed, I won't go, because I will find alternatives to heal myself now that I understand how to do it. And I'm always learning. I don't know everything. There's people out there that know more than me, and I go see those people. And I look for them for natural ways to do things and how to keep my gut in health to where it keeps my overall health maintained. And I derailed again. Bottom line is, whatever you have, whatever you're going through, your gut health is the most important. Clean your system up and everything else follows suit. You're a bioelectric being. When you're full of toxins, your nervous system cannot function properly because it is so overloaded. So getting cleaned up really is that important, and it is a game changer. And there it goes. I'm going to circle back. Adrenal gland functions. I still have issues after being off of medication for so many years. I still get sleepy every now and then, and it sucks. I have my down days still. But overall, my health has been amazing for the last 6 years of my healing journey. I have my power shakes that I take from Purium that I absolutely love, and all organic, non-GMO superfoods, the cleanest superfoods by far that you could find, because you've got all these places that claim organic. They're not always true organic. You find high levels of all these toxins still in their stuff. Not Purium. They are amazing. They third-party test their stuff, and they are very diligent, and by far they're the most transparent company that I've dealt with. If they change any one ingredient in anything that you order, they send you a flyer with pictures and everything circled for what was changed directly and why it was changed, because they have such high quality standards. They don't just let anything slip, which is good, because for me, I don't eat just anything anymore. If it says bioengineered on it, I will not touch that shit, because it's nothing but synthetic trash. I don't care who tells you, oh well, it's still good for you. No, it's not. It's trash. It's toxic trash. Are you an organic human being, or are you a robot? If you're an organic human being, you want organic. not toxic sludge trash that is going to wreck your system. It sure the hell will. It did it to mine before I woke up to understanding better now. And now when I go to the grocery store, all I see is toxic trash. And it's so frustrating reading labels. And trying to grow your own food organically is very, very difficult. But damn it, is it rewarding when you get stuff going. But change your lifestyle and it will truly change your life. And I can't stress that enough. My kids get tired of hearing me when I ramble on about the importance of health stuff and how it relates to the physical body, even the music you listen to. I used to listen to a lot of different music. Now I hardly listen to anything. I like my solfeggio frequencies, classical music. I love swing music and stuff that's tuned to 432 hertz. I'll listen to that. I just don't like stuff I used to listen to. I hear it every now and then, but just not as much, because I realize how it affects your nervous system, how it affects your body. Your cells are always listening. So don't talk shit to yourself. Talk good to yourself. Love yourself. Because your body is your vehicle to get around, and what you put in it is what you're going to get out. It's just like your vehicle. I drive a gasoline truck. You put diesel in a gasoline truck, it will seize the engine, and that sucks because it bends your rods and stuff in the head. Don't do it. I know a lady who did that, and it sucks trying to fix that stuff. Treat your body good. I love you. I'm done rambling.